nothing happens over this Epstein stuff, you may as well give up on politics. If the fact that we now have confirmation that what the conspiracy theorists have been saying for years is true, that Pizzagate is real, and that there's no such thing as left and right, there's no such thing as a sovereign nation, there's just ultra wealthy people exploiting the poor to the point where they can get little girls and do whatever they want to them on an island, and all the evidence of it can exist. And instead of there being any repercussion at all, it's going to be discussed a little bit by a few people on Twitter, and they're going to continue doing exactly as they did before. If nothing happens over this Epstein stuff, if there's no mass raids, mass arrests, mass public trials, you may as well just give up on politics. You may as well just give up. The system is so rotten, it's never going to be fixed. Even transparency isn't fixing any of this stuff. And the reason for it is not because the elites are actually so smart. It's not because they have all this power. It's because the crowd is apathetic. You care because you're on the internet, you're on Twitter. You might be watching this video on Instagram and you mention it to your friends sometimes. But by and large, nobody gives a shit. They've got us so distracted trying to pay our own bills, arguing with each other, have a problem with our neighbor over the lawn being mowed, don't like a black guy, don't like a white guy, don't like Mexicans. They put Bad Bunny in the Super Bowl. He speaks Spanish. That distracted most of you. What were you watching the Super Bowl in the fucking first place for? Who gives a shit? The fact that they can distract people so easily, they can divide people so heavily, means that most people at home are apathetic. They don't give a shit. If you walk around, I'm in New York now, you walk around New York and say, have you heard about the Epstein thing? Most people will go, yeah, I heard. But they don't really care because they got to pay their bills and they have enough problems and they're stressed enough and they weren't there and it's someone else's problem to fix. They've got us so massively demoralized to the point now that every single conspiracy theorist can be proven true and that you can know you are paying taxes to evil billionaires who intend on raping your daughters, and still no one's gonna do shit. Nothing's gonna happen. The system's gonna keep on limping on, and you're gonna pretend that this Epstein expose fixed something. Oh yeah, I'm sure Epstein was the only man who knew girls for the elites, I'm sure. Anyone who's been anywhere near the top, let me tell you, there's plenty of guys like him.
Aware, and a lot of people are speculating that this is Jeffrey Epstein. Now, I can't be certain if this is true or not. What I believe, in my own opinion, is that he is still alive. Whether or not this is him, who knows? If you wanted to cover something up, it's very easy to say, you know, he just offed himself, but I'm not sure. I mean, this dude is looking very, very similar to Mr. Epstein, but again, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that this could be him? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Peace and love. Bye.
Psalms 73 verse 5, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Shalom, shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, Yahweh being a true name for Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai being a name for His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to our apostles, double honors to our elders, a great millstone, Natasha's truth and will well, and salutations to hopefully person's truth and honesty, sincerity. This is Brother Yahweh Sop. Come to another lesson to the spirit power of Yahweh Shel Shai, another in-transit lesson to the spirit. Wanted to speak on this other information that came out. You know, Bro's been kind of going in on this topic, including myself. You know, and really it's just to raise awareness of how wicked this place is, because you got so many people. All right, like he said in the video, that are what do you call it? Apostolic. I can't remember what the word he used. Basically, people that just have been so distracted and comfortable that they don't care, you know, what the fuck is going on, you know, because they really love this country, this nation, America. I think it's so innocent, you know, and that America's just this all powerful nation that, you know, is there to help the world and save everybody and give you a better life. Well, you don't understand how evil this place sinisterly is, man. And it shouldn't surprise you, because you got to remember that this place was founded off of blood, innocent blood. All right. Well, I don't want to say innocent because the scriptures say whoever perished being innocent. You know, and the northern kingdom was being wicked over here. But hey, this place, this nation was founded and created off of genocide. All right. And what you think was happening during slavery? They were just being worked to death? No. The rabbit hole goes very far, man. People were being eaten. All right. These are the same people that's being passed down as generational wealth that are your billionaires today. They were doing all sorts of shit, man. You know, they were doing a lot of witchcraft when they came over here. You got to remember, all the founding, quote unquote, founding fathers were all Freemasons, and all Freemasons are witches and warlocks. Okay, and they do pedo activity. You know, they grape people and children, even animals. They do a lot of sick stuff to get all the power, because their god is the spiritual demon Satan. So anything that's tied to heavy demonology and witchcraft, they have done. So when they founded this place and they had all these millions of slaves, they weren't just whipping them. They were doing all these things that you're hearing come out in the Epstien files. And when you take out the Talmud, you know, I did a lesson that uploaded a couple of lines from the Talmud. It literally says it's okay for them to take, you know, a child that is under 9 years old, and there's no type of law against that. Do you know what? Grape, all that stuff, man. It's in that Talmud that's okay for them to do shit like that. Which the Talmud has nothing to do with the Bible. It has nothing to do with the Old Testament. All right, that was a pagan Babylonian sect and religion that was later, you know, labeled as the Talmud, but it goes back all the way to Babylon the Great, which when they did child sacrificing and stuff back in Babylon. So nothing new is under the sun, the scriptures also say. So all this stuff is just coming out, you know, it's coming to light because the Lord said in the spirit that he would expose Esau and make him bare. It said that he would lift up the skirt. So he's exposing this devil for all the wickedness, and it's all coming out at one time. Okay, but guess what? All your people, like the lady came out and made a statement, said that if they convicted everybody that's on that list, or the main people that's on it that they know are guilty of doing shit, America would just crumble or collapse, because it's got every single name of person in power is on that list that have done stuff as far as sacrificing children, doing sick, grotesque things with children, animals, you know, cannibalism, PEDO activity. All of that stuff has been going on and done by these people at the top. Okay, so ain't nothing about to happen. They may pick another person to be the fall guy, you know, and they may make a big news post about it, that this person's been arrested and blah, blah, blah. But hey, look, this devil's still walking around to this day, that the one that they already put as the poster child to be the fall guy. The poster child to be the fall guy was Jeffrey Epstein. But the real monsters are the ones that was handling him, because he himself had a handler. And his handlers are the elites, the elite bacon families, man, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Illuminati. You know, so, you know, they're not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. I mean, they get away with a lot of shit that they do, man. Verse 6 is, therefore pride compasseth them as about a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment. And they wear violence. They live for violence. They're natural murderers, man. This is like, these people that's on this list, they're straight up guilty as being the number one most notorious serial killers of all time. Like, you have Ted Bundy and you have all these other people that are listed and that they made Netflix shows about that are serial killers. Don't you know that there are hundreds of people on this list that are guilty of unaliving 20, 30, 50, 100 times more people than your most famous serial killer? These are people that they had a literal fucking baby, that they call it a baby farm, where they were taking kids, doing the unimaginable to them, causing them to get pregnant, and then taking the babies, their offspring, and sacrificing them to Baal. This is sick. This is sick, man. And look, this guy's just walking around in Israel. Now, this could be a psyop. You know, it's hard to tell what's real nowadays because AI is so powerful with that tech. You know, but first of all, nobody saw any type of evidence footage or anything showing this guy's corpse when they put on the news that he unalived himself in jail. And he has too much dirt on too much people of power for them just to unalive him like that. And there's too many other people connected to him. There's no reason for them to unalive this guy. Okay? When the FBI, the CIA, and everybody that is quote unquote investigated him on these files, they're all ran and controlled by PEDO people themselves that are part of the list. So of course this nigga's walking around scot-free as if nothing freaking happened. Why would it be any different?
Oh, well. So this picture was taken in you know where, and a lot of people are speculating that this is Jeffrey Epstein. Now,
and 9 out of 10 chances it probably is. And there's other videos and other footage and pictures that have came out of this guy walking around. And we told y'all that this guy ain't dead. No, man, this guy fucking owned Nickelodeon. I mean, he owned so much shit. And he had blackmail on everybody that owns any type of major corporation in America or around the world. He has blackmail against world leaders. And it's not just one guy. He has a network of men that work with him and for him that also have blackmail. So if you unalive him or put him in jail, it doesn't stop shit. That human trafficking train is still rolling. This information coming out should let you know that this is not our rest, that this world we living in is actually hell for this type of stuff to be going on. A lot of y'all think hell is like Dante's Inferno, that false religion that's pushed out a place where you burn out forever. That's not real. Hell is a state of mind, a condition that you're put in, is what the scripture's referring to, man. This is a place where we get put in the grave, where we can die. You got people that are walking amongst us, living free and having billions of dollars, living like this, that have made a drug on the black market called, it starts with an A, middle is Drenny, and ends in chrome. I'm going to leave it at that. I can't say the whole word. Look it up, and you'll see how far it goes, man. And just a roundabout way to let you know what it is. They drink, the red stuff out of their victims, of people that they unalive. They drink the red stuff. And the red stuff has adrenaline. And they get high off of it. It's an actual drug. Look it up, man. And it all goes back into Babylon the Great when you read about it in the scriptures, where they were making, offerings and stuff, and Saturnalia and all these different holidays. It all makes sense when you pay attention and read this stuff. So these devils, man, they're not gonna get held accountable for shit they've done until Yahweh Shai comes back, which is why you're supposed to be praying constantly for his return and looking forward for his return. So people like this can be punished, and the people that are above him, because he's just like the minute mini monster in this operation that's going on. The people that are above him, that own this man, are 1,000 trillion times worse, man. Worse. Best believe that. And they're the owners of everything that you feel and take comfort in America. Your AMC theaters, your Hollywood, your Marvel movies, your major grocery stores, your Walmarts. They are all owned by people like this. This is Micah 2:10 says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction." So mentally, you have to depart and understand that you're not at rest here. Be thankful to Yahweh Shai that he hasn't made you a victim of some of these devils, but you got some people that are tuning in that They might have been a victim of this trafficking shit that this guy is in charge of, or these men, this I should say this country is in charge of, man. Babylon the Great and all these other Edomite empires that are ruling the world. They're in charge of all this shit, man. So you be grateful that you haven't had anything horrible to the point to where you've been chopped up or abused like this. But this is what goes on, man. And you need to pray for deliverance so, you don't become victim or anybody else doesn't become victim. You need to cleave unto this truth. The true name of the Lord is Yahweh, and his only begotten son is Yahweh Shai. Pray to those names, man. If you're a Hebrew Israelite and this message resonates with you, okay? Most of the Hebrew Israelites are so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And you got Israelite foreigners as well. You may not look like those people I mentioned, but your spirit might go back to being an Israelite. You need to repent, fast, pray, call upon Yahweh Shai, learn about being an Israelite, what it means. Support this ministry and its truth. That way you get some divine intervention to have a seal of protection over you from this shit that these devils are doing. Everything that's been done is coming to light, man, and the Lord is exposing it. Okay? So don't be surprised and get all upset and mad when you don't see any justice happening behind this shit. You don't see people get arrested for it. It ain't going to happen. Like I said, they may arrest one or two here or there just to kind of calm down the public people that are too stupid to realize that didn't stop shit. So they may arrest one or two, but there's going to be no type of right justice for this shit that has been happening. So you just have to mentally escape from this shit. Like he said, quit getting into these fucking politics because all your politicians are involved in this shit. Vote for what? A lot of y'all that lined up, you are guilty for voting for a pedophile to being put in office, man. I'm calling it like straight like it is. So curse unto you if you supported this shit. Whoever you cast your ballot for, man. You don't vote for a fucking a demon to be put in office over you like this that be doing this shit in the dark. We've been telling y'all motherfuckers that they about this shit, man. And y'all didn't believe us. And now you see it. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and close out. Lord's will is us is edifying. I'm going to go ahead and give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, Natasha's truth and will well. And salutations to you, hopefully, like pushing this truth and honesty and sincerity. Shalom.